Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our live Valentis webinar. Tremendously excited to have all of you here. We're going to dive into our presentation here. There we go. Again, I want to welcome you all. My name is Marques Brigham. I'm your presenter for today here in the beautiful Mile High city of Denver. And again, I want to walk you through why so many of us are tremendously excited about what we're doing here with Valentis. A lot of exciting things are happening right now with this opportunity. And it's just really changing a lot of people's lives. So as always, want to remind any of you, any distractions that could have possibly occurred, why don't you go ahead and minimize those things, turn your cell phone down. If you can escape to another room that's quiet, I want to make sure that you get all of this information because, again, we just have a lot of great things that are happening with our opportunity here. Three industries that I want to specifically focus on in regards to this opportunity. I want to talk about the home-based business world, why so many people who are looking for something to do around their busy schedule. That's one thing I can tell you. People are busy, but they're trying to find different ways of being able to increase the income that they're bringing into their household. We're going to talk about the weight loss industry, which is a huge industry, especially when you look at North America, how a lot of families are struggling with obesity. Most people that you talk to, if they could cut down on their weight, if they can get rid of some of the abdominal fat, some of that fat around their entire heart, just overall become more health conscious, they're all in for that. And then, of course, lastly, I want to talk about coffee because 83% of the population drinks coffee. Well, let's talk about it. Coffee is big business, okay? Coffee is huge when you look at the fact that it's the second most traded commodity in the world just behind water. According to USA Today, Google, also other publications that are out there, again, 83% of adults drink coffee on a regular basis. Just like myself, a lot of my business partners, a lot of your friends and family, first thing they do when they wake up that morning is they go ahead and make themselves a cup of coffee. So I like the fact that what I'm going to present to you is that we're not trying to change the habits of people's everyday life, but what we're doing is showing them, hey, if you're going to have a cup of coffee, and oh, by the way, you've talked about wanting to lose weight, we've got the perfect combination for you. But when we really look further into coffee, and this is one thing that I had to do, and I'm going to tell all of you to do the same thing. Put your business cap on for a second. Because major brands are changing coffee logos. Why? Because they understand the profitability of a simple cup of coffee. If we look there at McCafe, you all, let me just say this. McCafe or McDonald's today versus where it was 20 years ago, totally different layout. You walk into McDonald's now, it's taken over with that McCafe brand. You look at the just the overall setting of the place. You know, you've got the jazz music playing in the background. You got flat screen TVs, low-hanging chandeliers. The mood is completely different. Why? Because McDonald's understood, said, hey, if I can take 7 cents of raw material, flip it, and turn it into a $15 profit, well, that's where, you know, my bread and butter's at. And so we've watched McDonald's completely change everything and centered around the cup of coffee. So they're no longer into the whole McNuggets or the burger and fries. Yeah, they still make that available, but you all, their biggest profit is coffee. And that's why when you walk in, you can really get that feel for it. But it's not just McDonald's. We've watched places like Wendy's, you know, just launched their Redhead Roasters, you know, again, opening up their doors early so that they can sell coffee. Dunkin' Donuts. You know, when I was playing football for the New England Patriots, I can tell you every corner felt like a Dunkin' Donuts was there. But back in 1999, let me just tell you that Dunkin' Donuts logo was completely different because, see, it had actually a donut on the logo, but now it's been replaced with a cup of coffee because just like McDonald's and Wendy's, they recognize that coffee gives them their highest profit value, okay? If you look to the right there, you've got the BK Joe, which is the Burger King brand of coffee. You all, they just recently went back to the drawing board because they want to get this coffee thing correct. They want to get it right. They're watching all these other companies out there cash in. Well, Burger King's up 25% because now they've also partnered with Seattle's best as well. So you've got, again, McDonald's, you've got Wendy's, you got Dunkin' Donuts, you got Burger King, you even got Subway. You all, they're opening up their doors earlier. And trust me, Subway is not opening up their doors early to sell you a foot-long sandwich. But they're also wanting to participate in that coffee space early in the morning. And you all, these are just a few of the major giants out there who have gone coffee crazy. Are they doing it? Well, here's the deal. North America is the #1 coffee consuming market in the world. 400 billion cups of coffee are enjoyed every single day. Now, this is the part that just started to blow me away when I thought about it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when you wake up in the morning and you go down there and you grab that favorite mug that your kids bought you, or maybe that your grandma, gave to you on your birthday or for Christmas, you all, that mug that you're drinking, let me just tell you this, it's not a cup of coffee. That's more like 2.5 cups of coffee. So I started to recognize that everybody has that mug of coffee that they have. And so when you start to look at the fact that everybody's consuming multiple cups of coffee on a daily basis, it's huge. Here's why I got excited. And this is very important because, again, now I want to, take it up another notch. We kind of looked at it from a 30,000 foot view. Let's go ahead and squeeze down a little bit closer. Let's give you more of a 5,000 foot view of what we're doing here within Valentis. Because when I put my business hat on and I thought about how many actually drink coffee on a daily basis, 83%. You all, I started to think about, this is a drop in the bucket, and this is where we are when you look at the sales, okay? So here we are with Valentis. In February of 2015, we did $80,000 in sales, okay? Very respectable. But let me just say again, drop in the bucket. Fast forward 1 year later, meaning 12 months later, February, we did $1.1 million in sales. So as you can see, major increase on that scale there. In March, we jumped up to 1.4 million. April, 2.1. May, we did $3.4 million. June, we did $4 million in sales. That's an average growth of 30+%. And so when I looked at that, and I looked at Valentis, and I looked at the fact that we have a product called Slim Roast, which features, again, coffee teamed up with weight loss. You all, again, I'm not having to change the habits of people. I'm just saying, look, you drink our coffee and you have the ability to also lose weight. Now, I want to take it a little step further for all of you. When you look at even a company like Tim Hortons, they recently sold for $11.4 billion. I'm going to go back to this page here. You all, I'm not saying we have to capture that entire coffee market at all. But if we even just went after 1% of the coffee market, just 1%, and they converted over to a healthier choice of coffee that allowed them to, again, to win the war on weight, to help reduce cholesterol, to help people get rid of the fat around their gut areas, get rid of the muffin tops, things like that. You all, that's what people are after. And so when you start to look at $4 million in sales, but yet you have a company like Tim Hortons that sold for $11.4 billion, I want you to understand that, you guys, $4 million is nothing. And that was globally. So if you take a snapshot of your own city right here, let me just tell you all this. If you were to focus on your own city alone, you and the people around you could literally change your financial life by getting involved in our opportunity and bringing forth, again, the healthy alternative cup of coffee. Again, weight loss teamed up with coffee. Now, why will people purchase our Slim Roast coffee? Well, let me tell you this. Starbucks has made it socially acceptable for people to spend $5 or more for a cup of coffee. I have a family of 6 of us. And let me just tell you this. When we walk into that Starbucks, I'm always going to be between $25 to $30 light. Okay? When I say light, meaning that's what's going to be out of my pocket, because I already know $25 to $30 is gone. Why? Because I'm spending $5 or more for a simple cup of coffee. And so when I think about what people are getting, the question is, do you think that if we were to replace their cup of coffee, their regular cup of coffee, with a product like the Slim Roast, as we call that next billion-dollar coffee, and connect it with the weight loss trend, you all, do you think that people would be open to drinking this cup of coffee? And here's why they would be open. Because it's much more than just a simple cup of coffee. You all, when you look at the fact that there's no GMO, there's no pesticides, no chemicals, no preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, no sugar, you all, this is a great tasting cup of coffee that is flooded with all natural ingredients designed to allow your body to shred weight, to speed up the metabolism. For those people that look in the mirror and notice that, again, that gut area is just getting bigger and bigger, this coffee is going to help with those areas. Let me just share my own personal story with all of you. You know, I got introduced to this phenomenal cup of coffee about going on 4 weeks ago. And I'm going to let you know, I was absolutely a little bit reluctant to believe that this coffee could do what people said it could do. Now, when I first got my cup of coffee, I'm going to be honest, that following morning, I made a decision that I was going to replace my regular cup of coffee with the Slim Roast. So I went on ahead and got my coffee mug, filled it up with hot water, added my Slim Roast coffee to it, added a little sugar and cream to it. And you all, great tasting cup of coffee, have to be completely honest with you. But here's something that I started to notice about 7 minutes into drinking my cup of coffee. I noticed that my mental fog that normally hangs over my head every single morning, you all, it was lifted immediately. I started to notice I was more energized. I just noticed that my mood was elevated. In fact, I grabbed my tennis shoes, grabbed my car keys, you all, headed down to the gym. And let me just tell you this, 90 minutes later, I had an incredible workout. I was on the treadmill. It was absolutely amazing. I got home right around about 10:45, worked on a few things. Come 11:30 that morning, you all, I had not had a bite to eat at all. And people that know me know it's like clockwork. As soon as I come back from the gym, I'll load up with some, high protein. I have my good carbs. But for some reason, I was just not hungry. I forced myself to at least eat a banana because I knew that I needed to put something in my stomach. And let me just tell you this. I remember getting on the phone and calling Dave Lear, my business partner who sent me the coffee. And I said, man, I don't know what you have in this coffee, but let me tell you something. This stuff is working like crazy. You all, he actually said, Marcus, grab a pen and write this down. And I did this. He sent me to a website called bestweightlosscoffee.com. bestweightlosscoffee.com. I went to that website, and let me just tell you, photo after photo after photo, I started to see tons of people, you all, who are literally losing weight drinking this coffee. And so I completely got excited about what I was seeing here. And so as a result of that, you all, let me just tell you this, I didn't actually have anything to eat until 5 o'clock that evening. And so I can tell you, when people say that it absolutely suppresses the appetite, it does just that. When they talk about the fact that it burns fat, it does just that. As I told all of you, my own personal experience, I'm actually down 6 pounds since drinking the coffee. Did not need to lose tons of weight for me personally, but let me just tell you, it was 6 stubborn pounds that I was trying to get rid of. But it's not my story. It's the stories of everybody else around me who was looking to lose 15, 20, 30 pounds or more that have been able to achieve that by drinking this simple cup of coffee. And that's what I tell people. You change your coffee, you change your life. And so what I want to show you now is some of the before and after photos of people, everyday, ordinary people who were drinking the cup of coffee and started to notice things were happening to them. And over time, they begin to lose weight. As you check out my guy right here, he's got his blue jeans on. He's excited. As you can see, he looks a lot more toned. You all, again, that Slim Roast working on that gut area. This young lady here in the yellow, this is probably just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at how tight and snug that shirt is. But here it is months later, and look at the difference in how loose that shirt is. You all, the muffin top is completely gone. Again, she changed her coffee. She changed her life. That Slim Roast. Veronica Rogers, her story is amazing. Down 35 pounds since adding the Slim Roast to her daily diet. Matthew Leaf, down 55 pounds since adding the Slim Roast to his daily diet. This young lady here, I actually had a chance to hear her story a little bit more last week. She is now part of this opportunity. Originally got involved, you all, so that she could get into her wedding dress, okay? So as you can see here, from January all the way through December, look at the difference. You all, I'm talking about, as you notice right around on that back area there. Anytime that happens, that is an amazing emotional type win for someone. And so I found out that recently now she's actually in the business. She's doing very well, has turned this from a part-time business, from what I understand, to really a full-time income. And she originally got on this product just for the coffee and to lose weight. You all, we're much more than even the coffee that I talked about. I want to talk about three more things that we've tapped into here. Number one, we also have what's called the immune boost. Now, everybody on this webinar, or maybe listening to a recorded version of this webinar, you all have an immune system. All of us do. Our children do. And it's important to keep our immune systems protected because they're compromised every single day. My kids just went back to school. I went through the school the other day just to check on them. Let me just tell you, the number of kids in the nurse's office, kids walking around sneezing, coughing, grabbing doorknobs, you all, that is a reality of every day. How many times do we jump into the elevator, close, and somebody in there starts coughing? You all, it's around us every single day. One of the biggest causes of death that leads to death has been mineral deficiency. Mineral deficiency then turns into other elements that become very dangerous. The bottom line is, when I ask people the question, are you giving your body what it needs on a daily basis from the vitamin and mineral standpoint, antioxidants? Most people think, and these are the people who actually are health conscious, think that they're giving their body what it needs, only to go to the doctor's office and get tests ran and discover that they're actually not getting what they're eating. How frustrating is that for those of you that are eating green leafy salads, eating your spinach, eating apples and things like that? You all, but only to find out that you're still not getting enough vitamins and minerals. Well, here's the news flash. When you start to look at how our products and crops are grown and how they're harvested, the bottom line is a lot of our soils are nutritionally bankrupt. And the bottom line is they're not producing what our vegetables need. And so again, we're not taking in what we think we're getting. We've made it simple. We're going to flood the body with tons of vitamins, tons of minerals and antioxidants through this product called the Immune Boost. It's a safe product for your entire family to consume. Again, all you do, 12 ounces of water, you dump that immune stick in that particular water as far as poured in there, stir it up, you all enjoy, and it does exactly what you're needing it to do. If you move over and look at our Prevail Energy, you all, the energy space, that market is huge. When you look at things like Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, energy drinks, you all, the compound effect of consuming those drinks over and over again can be very hurtful or detrimental to your health long term. And so you start to look up different publications out there, different news flashes on people who've ended up in the hospital as a result of drinking too many of these energy drinks, especially our young high school students who play sports. You all, this is the perfect pick-me-up. This is the type of long-lasting energy drink that they can pour in that Gatorade water bottle, shake it up, you all, and it gives them exactly what they need. You don't even have to have the Gatorade in there, just water and our Prevail energy drink. You all, this is a home run alone. We've just learned about the Slim Roast. I talked with you about that, but this one's quickly becoming one of my favorites as well. And this is the Prevail Trim. You all, this one does a great job of also helping to suppress my appetite. I take this about 30 minutes before I eat, but does a great job of controlling my appetite. It helps keep me lean and mean, keeps me trimmed up. It's just, to me, kind of goes hand in hand with the Slim Roast and all the other products that we bring to the table. It's really part of what we call our 12 and 24 plan, you all. Literally, you can change your life by getting connected to these products that we have. And as a result, you all, this creates a major financial opportunity for everybody. So let me talk with you a little bit about what we're doing here within Valentis. Now, there's 7 ways we get paid. I'm going to keep this very simple. Number one, there's no way in the world that I would have joined this opportunity or would tell you to join this opportunity if I did not feel that, number one, you could retail this product. One of the biggest things that hurts network marketing companies and the people who get involved is when you're trying to force products down someone's throat that they really don't need or that they really don't want. Here's the thing I like about this. It does not matter what the economy looks like, whether it's up, whether it's down, whether it's towards the middle. The bottom line is you have to make sure that you're getting in what we call a recession-proof product. a recession-proof industry, and that's what we have here within Valentis. When you consume this particular coffee, you all, again, this type of product that you can retail, people want to purchase it from you no matter what the economy looks like, okay? Don't matter, again, people always want to look good, they want to be healthier, and they're going to have their cup of coffee. You can't stop that. So I love the fact that I'm involved in an opportunity that connects with the economy on the right standpoint, and it's something that people want to drink, and it's great to retail. Number two, when I introduce this business to people, I'm going to get paid, okay? You will get paid when you share this opportunity with people. Now, we pay anywhere between $20 to as much as $100 every single time you bring in a brand new business partner. Now, when you bring in 3 brand new business partners who all come in at what's called our business builder level, it's our biggest pack, and I'll share that with you in a second. After your 3rd one, we give you a pay raise, which basically means anyone you bring in at that big pack, you will earn as much as $200 every single time you bring that person in. So 200, 200, 200, 200. You all, that can add up to thousands of dollars every single week. Because why? Again, we're introducing a product to people that they actually want. All right. Now, sections number 4 and sections number 5 are huge. And here's what happens. Every week we take a snapshot of all the coffee sales or coffee volume collectively in your organization. Notice I didn't say, we take a snapshot of only the coffee sales that you've done, but I said the entire team or entire organization that's underneath you, we take a snapshot. So let's just say on the what we call pay side of your business, you brought in your friend Steve, and Steve brought in Lisa, and then of course Lisa knows everybody from the PTA at her school, and then they get other clubs involved. The next thing you know, you've got a book of business down that pay side that's producing, let's just say $100,000 in coffee sales on a monthly basis. Okay, monthly. Let me just say this to you all. Do you not at all think that you can do $100,000 in coffee sales in a month's time? You all, that's a drop in the bucket. Absolutely, you can. Well, here's what we do. We actually will pay you up to 20%, which means you all, over a month's period, you can earn $20,000 if that was what your volume looked like. That was an illustration for you. It could be higher or it could be lower. If I was to slice that in half, maybe you only moved $50,000 in coffee volume that month. With $10,000 per month, would that be huge for you? Absolutely would, you all. And that's why people are so excited. But more importantly, that's why what we say, ordinary people are winning with this Valentis opportunity, because you don't have to be great at explaining these products, because again, we're talking about a weight loss coffee. It's the simple, most easy introduction into business that I've ever seen. You have an opportunity also to participate in what we call shares, where you can earn some serious money there. We even start paying you a car bonus as you start moving coffee and start bringing in other coffee builders, and you begin to achieve certain ranks and levels in our business. Once you achieve a certain rank, you then start receiving what we call a monthly car bonus, starting at $400. The higher your rank moves up, we will move that car bonus up too. So you can actually get a car bonus all the way up to $3,000 a month. Now, most of you are thinking, well, what kind of car would I buy with $3,000 a month? I don't know what you would buy, but honestly, you could probably grab yourself a beautiful Mercedes and pay for it monthly, and then also have plenty of cash left over to go do the things that you enjoy doing. And that's just one section. That's section number 7 of this compensation plan. So very lucrative there for you. You all, upon teaming up with us here with Valentis, you're going to receive a back office that has tons of training. But the thing I like about it too, it has marketing websites, which are perfect for social media. So Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, all those, you can post these websites up there. We have a great 4-minute video that talks specifically about the Slim Roast product that we have. It does a great job of persuading your audience to at least reach out to you to, want to purchase this coffee or even participate in the business. And all this comes with the actual business itself. Now, upon teaming up with us here with Valentis, you're going to receive what we call a free position. And so for those of you who have not yet actually upgraded or have not purchased any coffee from us, you still have what's called a free position. Now, every single Thursday, that free position will compress, which basically means our system will begin sifting all the way down that organization or that power line of tour takers just like yourself. And anyone who is upgraded in this situation, Pam decides to go ahead and purchase the business builder pack. Well, Thursday night, if she's the only one that did it, actually, they didn't show me there. Let me go back here. Let me just explain to you. Pam will move from the bottom all the way to the very top right underneath Dave. And basically what that shows and what it represents is that Pam, because she took action, now she'll be able to leverage the coffee sales of everybody else. And remember, I talked with all of you about we pay you weekly on the coffee sales of not just yourself, but your coffee team. And so that's very important for you all to realize that as well. So different options here, ladies and gentlemen, to get started with us here. We have option number 1. We have option number 2. We have option number 3, as well as option number 4. Thank you, Malcolm. My son brought me some lunch. He knew I was in here working. So you have option number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, option number 1 allows you to purchase a box of the coffee for $60, okay? That's option number 1. Option number 2 allows you to purchase the coffee at $130 for 3 boxes of coffee. Now, option number 3 allows you to purchase it at $200 for a box of coffee. I'm sorry. Option 3 allows you to purchase 6 boxes of coffee at $200, okay? So if you look there, you're getting a 35% savings. Now, option 4 is the most popular because you're actually getting 16 boxes of coffee for $500. Now, here's the thing about this. If you grab a calculator, you'll notice that 16 boxes of coffee, that means you're getting it right around $32 per box. So if I go all the way up to option number 1, would you rather pay $60 for 1 box or come in at option 4 and get 16 boxes for $32? Now, here's why that's important. As soon as you say weight loss coffee to your market, game over. I'm telling you right now, they're going to say to you, where's this coffee at? How do I get it? And when can I purchase it? So here's what often happens. We have people who end up coming in at option number 4. They send a text message out to their group, basically mean right there on their cell phone. You guys, it's very simple. You go ahead and send out a group message to all your friends and family, letting them know, hey, you all, I've got involved in this incredible business. I'm moving and marketing this Slim Roast product, which is a weight loss coffee. Even if you just said, hey, I'm marketing a weight loss coffee that is working like crazy in people's lives, they're losing tons of weight. Would you like to try some? You all, people will say, I would love to purchase a box from you. Here's what ends up happening. By the time you receive your box of product, you've already pretty much have pre-sold the boxes of coffee that are in that, that shipment that just arrived. And so that's the nice thing about it is you're already getting your money back. You're already in profit. And now you've got coffee into the marketplace. And that is your best sampling or your best business tool is people to be on your product. You all, it's very simple. You need to make a decision to get started today. Get involved in this opportunity. Get some of that Slim Roast so that you can drink and shrink. You all, again, we have an incredible business model here. It's unlike anything else in this industry. We have a company owner, Dave Jordan, who is seriously committed to what we're doing here. You have a marketing system that works for you. We've got a line of healthy products that I shared with all of you that everyone needs and they actually work. We have an insanely high payout compensation plan. We have a team co-op that generates pre-enrollees for you on autopilot. So as you get teamed up with us, we'll show you how that too works. You all, the biggest thing is we're growing larger and faster every single day. You can't wait on this. You want to jump in on this right now. Now, the Valentis Dream Team Builders is who we are. You want to get connected to our team, and we're going to show you exactly what you need to do to take this business to the next level. One of my favorite quotes says, whatever you like to do, make it a hobby. Likes to do, you need to make it a business. And that's what Warren Buffett says. So I invite all of you to team up with us here within the Valentis opportunity. So until our next visit, you all, again, go ahead, Continue to spread the word. For those of you who have now made a decision to partner with us, congratulations. And we look forward to seeing all of you at the top and at our next live event. Until then, you all stay blessed.